Yo, you
You
there?
you would unmute me after I did the take two. Yeah. What's
My
good,
bad,
bro?
man. My bad.
Come on, bro. I mean, this Triple B's ain't been gone a whole week, and you out here messing up the intro, bro. What's going on, fam?
Hey, man, it
What's
just froze. My
going
bad.
on? Lord have mercy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for all of you that don't know, I go by the name of the Chocolate One, the promo guy, aka Nia Jack's favorite piece of candy, aka that's Lilo husband, aka the father of the ones, not the Usos. I got my own set. I am Big Hirsch. And to my right, maybe you're left, maybe you're up, maybe you're down. Mr. Tackle drop down in toe hole. Mr. Coming in the clutch. Mr. Corn Dogs is not for everybody. My brother from another mother, Just Bryce.
How y'all doing out there?
TV Land.
Yo, I just realized real quick.
What's
Why is
poppin'?
your name in all capital letters?
Because when the, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm cream of the crop, baby. What you talking
Oh,
about? Cream of the crop. Put some put some respect on it with a K,
oh man.
with a K.
So we didn't get a chance to get to this on Wednesday, so we figured we'd go live today during SmackDown.
Yes,
We're also
sir.
watching SmackDown. At least I am.
Speak for
Uh,
yourself, bro. Speak for yourself.
and we want to preview Survivor Series coming up actually tomorrow. We got Survivor Series War Games. The match
War
card
game.
actually looks kind of short. As far as I've seen, no additional matches have been announced. There's only 5 matches on the show.
You know what? I love it. You know why? You know why? You know why? Because this past weekend, they had 11 matches for 11 different reasons.
Facts.
and, and this week, you won't have to worry about so many different storylines. All of the storylines that are on War Games are the leading storylines between two shows.
Yep.
So, what more can you ask for?
Yep. All the important stuff that's happening on Raw, SmackDown, that's what you're getting on the pay per view. And like originally, I thought like, okay, 5 matches, it's not really a lot, but the War Games match is going to take a while because
It's
I don't even
five
remember what the
minutes.
rules are, but 3 minutes, 5 minutes in between entrance, so that's
Yeah,
already going to be let's see, yeah, 20 something, 40 something, yeah, it's going to be a while. It's probably going to be
yeah.
close to an hour for each of the matches.
Sheesh.
But that's good though, because I don't think that's going to, really take the crowd out of it too much. They should be engaged the whole time. The pay per view itself will probably, still go to 3 hours, but like you only see 5 matches and it'll be mostly wrestling. Not a lot of entrances, not a lot of theatrics, just wrestling. What's
Bro,
up?
no cap. No cap. You already know what's the shortest match on the card. You already know what's the shortest match on the card.
What?
However, that's the match I want to start with. That is the match I want to start with.
Okay. What match is that?
The shortest match on the card. You should know. Off the rip.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess here. I'm gonna put
Okay.
it up on the screen.
Hold on. I'm writing. Ah, there you go. The
So
shortest
yes, for the
match on the
SmackDown
card.
Women's Championship, we got Ronda Rousey against Shotzi.
Sheesh.
And you think this gonna be the shortest match?
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
it is. Like I don't think there's no guesswork there. That's gonna
No
be the shortest
guesswork.
match.
You already know what's gonna. We already know what's gonna happen. Shotzi is gonna come out, get the largest pop of her career. On God, largest pop of her career in Boston. No cap. I am Team Shotzi all the way, 100, 100 billion%. And the reason I say that is because it goes back to WrestleMania this past year.
Mm-hmm.
Shotzi had a makeshift autograph line. People lined up to get photos with her and just chill with her. And she could have been like, no, but nah. Shotzi was a real trooper. She stood there, engaged with the people that support her for like 15, 20 minutes. And I respect the mess out of her for not just for that. Like I already liked her as a wrestler
Mm-hmm.
because I liked her character. But then I saw her as a person. So I was like, oh, Shotzi's dope. I'm Team Shotzi all the way. Now, this is my prediction for Sunday. I
I'm making sure I
believe,
write this down so we keep track of this.
okay,
All right, go ahead.
I am Team Shotzi. It should be a no-brainer. I'm Team Shotzi. So my prediction is Ronda is gonna win, unfortunately, even though I'm Team Shotzi. Ronda's gonna win, but I feel like Shotzi's gonna do something more to get her to like a limit. Be like, okay, what is going on here? Why can't I put her away faster? Like, why can't I put her away?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like there's gonna be some interference from Shayna. That's just my my take on
Okay. I mean, hey, I don't disagree with you. I got Ronda Rousey winning this. The match ain't got to be that long. Um, I don't really have a lot to say about this match. I don't think this leads to anything for anybody. Maybe, something on TV. If Raquel is okay after the night, she does something tomorrow. But y'all don't really see what this is going to lead to too much. So yeah, I'm just rolling with Ronda, taking it easy. Let me throw this comment up here real quick. Hey, Keisha, yes,
it. Hey,
welcome in. Thank you for joining the
what's
show.
good, Keisha?
She's coming over from Parkers on the Go, which is our third member, Blake De La Cruz, who is
AKA
away on a
Boat
cruise.
Boy Blake,
Hey man, I didn't think that was gonna stick, but Triple B, aka Triple B.
aka Triple B.
So
Well,
yes,
Keisha, since you don't know anything about wrestling, let us give you the foundation about wrestling. If you feel like the character has made you angry to the point where you physically want to fight them, that is a good character. Just
yeah,
throwing it out there.
or just made you really get behind them and garner sympathy for them and want to see
Yes.
them do well. They're
Yes.
also doing their job. It's those people that get no reaction that are terrible at their job.
Yeah, some of them are terrible.
All right, so let's see. We had SmackDown Women's title. We both said Ronda Rousey. I got that written down. We'll go over these next week.
Okay.
Y'all join us Wednesday, 9:19 p.m.
Because we
to
paying on for the 919, baby.
That's right. Put on for the city.
On
Uh,
for the city. On
we'll
for
go
the
ahead and
city.
go over these predictions on that show. All right. What's the next match you want to get into?
Oh, surprise me. Surprise me.
All right. Well, hey,
Surprise
let's
me.
go for a match that's not for a title. How about that?
Okay.
Let's go AJ
Hey,
Styles versus Finn Balor.
let's
So we
go.
got AJ Styles with the OC. I doubt Mia Yim will be there because she has a match later, and Finn Balor with Judgment Day in his corner, and I doubt Rhea will be there. She's in a match later. So
Okay.
Hirsch, who you got in this one?
You know what? I'm gonna be a gentleman, bro. Who you got in this one?
Okay, let me go. Oh, hey, say that. So in this one, I think Finn
Mm-hmm.
Balor's gonna take this one.
Now, what makes you say that, sir?
So I got Finn Balor winning because I don't think the feud ends here. I
Okay.
think this will lead to something on TV where AJ will pick up a win down the road, but we'll get a return from Edge to set up a match at the Royal Rumble.
Mm.
So yeah, that was my take on
Okay.
why Finn Balor's gonna win. I
Like
think Judgment Day they really just need to win for credibility as well.
a year-long feud.
Basically. But I mean, and you got to keep in mind, Edge is on a part-time schedule, so this is kind of good. You can kind of mix and match stuff, and it doesn't feel stale.
Okay.
'Cause
Okay.
I mean, Edge got to come back at some point after what they did to Beth. I mean, bro, they took his wife and hit her with a steel chair, bro, like repeatedly.
No, they gave her the concerto,
Well, I
sir.
mean, yeah, they gave her a concerto, yeah. But I'm
You
just
know
saying, any
what?
man. To be honest, I'm shocked Edge hasn't showed up yet. The fact that they did that to his wife and he ain't defended her or did anything yet. Uh, but I know eventually he gonna show up, and like I said, I'm predicting it'll probably be on an episode of Raw to help set up something for the Rumble. Because after this pay-per-view, Rumble is the next pay-per-view. That's roughly like 8 weeks.
That's a long time with no pay-per-view, bro.
So that's why I'm saying I feel like it'll be a big episode of Raw, like a low-key episode. You don't really expect a lot, and then boom, you're gonna have a good show. It's gonna help you get on the path to Royal Rumble, get some of those matches set up. So that's what I'm thinking.
Keisha said Edge better show up. I agree with you, Keisha. Yeah, they
Yeah, no,
they
that's
hit that
facts.
man's wife with a steel chair, Keisha. He Edge is a Hall of Famer. Beth Phoenix is a Hall of Famer. So Finn Balor, the one on the right with the nice beard, him and his peoples was not playing with Edge, and they was trying to be very disrespectful, and they felt froggy, so they leaked, and they put the beats on Edge. Now Edge was I ain't gonna lie to you, Keisha. Edge was an OG. Edge wasn't trying to go out like no chump, but you know what I'm saying. They got my lady hemmed up, so he was like, it was an I quit match, and Edge was not gonna quit, but he quit in order to save his wife, and they still hit her with a chair. They did that man dirty, Keisha. But I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think Judgment Day wins this one as well. However, it's crazy because it's like the club needs OC needs a win. They
Yeah.
really need a win. So it's one of those things where it's like it can go either way, depending on it could go either way. That's just me. It could go either way. I would think Finn's gonna win, but it is what it is. And then on top of that, did you see yesterday? Since yesterday was Thanksgiving, how was your Thanksgiving, bro? Did you have anybody come over? I know I was invited over, and you were invited over here, but we both decided just chill at the crib.
Yeah, it was probably best that we kept away from each other yesterday.
Yeah, it was for your physical health and my financial security with my job. It was definitely best.
Yeah, man. Yesterday, just had some family over. Some in-laws. That was it.
Okay.
Nothing too major, but had some people over, enjoy some food, and that was it. Did y'all end up having any company?
No. Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, it was Lilo's sister. It was Natalie.
Okay.
Her sisters came over. But could you imagine her sisters coming over, opening the door, like just barging their way in and stomping me out?
Bro, right next to the tamales, bro.
Right next to the tortillas, because that's what happened to Rey Mysterio.
Oh man.
Dom and Rhea pulled up. He pulled up with his mommy to his mama's house. That was crazy, bro. And stomped his pops out. That was bananas. He had the Stacey Adams on, just kicking and swinging, bro. Had me like, yo, what's your man's doing? No type of respect.
Man.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with it's either or. Just put me in the middle. I'm not gonna pick a winner on this one, bro. I can't pick a winner on this one because
So
it's
you
so many
don't have a
different
winner.
ways. It's so many different variables that can happen. Like you could get a heel turn from Gallows to Anderson on AJ.
Dang,
Like
already?
it's so many different, so many different
Not
ways
really. But I
you
mean,
can
it
do
could.
it. Yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna mark you down as
no contest.
no contest. There you go. Nobody's gonna win.
It's a
All
draw.
right. Then we can go to the other title match on the show
Okay.
for the United States Championship. We got a
Hey,
triple threat. Seth freaking Rollins against Austin Theory against Bobby Lashley. Excuse me,
low key.
Franklin Lashley.
Franklin Lashley. Low key, I see this being possibly the match of the night.
Yes, I do as well because I think a lot of good things can happen with this. These three guys working together,
Yes, sir.
you can see something amazing.
I can
I feel
see
like a lot of people have said AJ and Finn might be match of the night, but to be honest, I don't know the last time AJ put on a match that lived up to the hype. Like I feel like I've been excited for a lot of matchups, and then they've all been kind of letdowns.
that's kind of like with. Excuse me. That's kind of like with Did I freeze again? That's kind of like with what's it called? With Edge, him versus Edge of WrestleMania. I had so like, and I was there live. I had
Yep.
real big expectations of that match, and it didn't. It didn't, hit home for a brother. You know what I mean? But this match right here. Okay. Since I have to pick a win, I have to pick something. I'm gonna go backwards. AJ's gonna win the match against Finn
Oh, okay. Let me put you down for AJ.
because this right here, I'm not picking a winner. I'm a fan for this one.
Okay, so now here you don't have. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a fan for this one because like, there's no way in absolute he double hockey sticks that we're gonna see the finish for this one. Usually, I could like see how like the sequence is gonna go, but it's like the only sequence I could see is like Seth hitting Theory with a curb stomp, right? And as he comes down on the curb stomp, Franklin grabs Seth and has him in the
He got him in the hurt lock.
he got him in the hurt lock. He just twists like, so. Just picture the stomp hurt lock. So Theory's out. So now it's just Rollins, and he just swinging and banging.
That's crazy that you say that because, like, I literally saw a finish similar to what you said, but I think it's slightly different. I think Lashley puts the hurt lock on Theory. Theory's fighting to get out of it and is actually going towards the canvas, like trying to get out of it. And Lashley's trying to follow him. While he's down there, here comes Seth. Curb
Double
stomp on
stomp.
Lashley. 1, 2, 3.
So that would be a double stomp then.
No, I think he's gonna hit it on Lashley. That's it. Like I think Theory's gonna get out of it, but right when he does, Seth will be right there to hit the stomp on Lashley. Theory's kind of selling the hurt lock. 1, 2, 3.
We watch way too much wrestling to be able to even articulate these particular situations. So you guys, Seth, I actually like that. I like that. I like your version. I like my version, and I like your version. Like both of them, I can see both of them happening. Like,
So you picked the winner. Who did you pick?
I'm not here for it. I'm here to watch. I'm just gonna enjoy
Pick
the
the
show.
sequence in the match, not necessarily the finish to the match.
Yeah, it's something like that. I'm good. I just want to see it. I just want to see it happen. I think it's gonna be a great match.
All right. Also, next up here on the show, we have the men's war game match.
Bro, hold on. What? No, we not doing this first.
No, you want to go with the women's?
Yes, you. What's wrong with you? Ladies first.
All right. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. My bad. Okay, we got the women's war game match. Originally, when we got the picture for this, ladies and gentlemen, they had not announced the fifth participant.
That is
We
true.
found out via the opening of SmackDown, Becky Lynch will be the fifth woman on the women's war game side.
Keisha, you still here? We're gonna explain this to you. If you still here, let us know you still here, Keisha. So basically, for all of those who have never seen a War Games match before, with War Games, this is pretty much how it's gonna go. You're going to have two contestants, one from each team, start the match. So I think who's gonna start? We know it's not gonna be Becky. Uh let's go with Asuka.
You want to
Asuka
go
and
with
Io,
Asuka?
Asuka and Io are gonna start the War Games, and we're gonna get 5 minutes of the dream. Because you gotta think that's a dream match everybody wants to see.
Yeah,
No matter who you are, everybody wants to see Asuka versus Io, and to give us 5 minutes of that, just teasing it, is amazing.
that's facts.
So, so after the first 5 minutes goes by, whoever got the advantage, which would be Team Bailey, Bailey is going to be the one. So all the ladies with the dark colored hair off to the right, that's Team Bailey. So Bailey's team won the advantage. So who knows who's going to come out second? It could be probably Nikki Cross. She'll probably come out second. Third would be uh third might be Rhea. Then fourth Dakota. And then Becky probably come out last. You'll have Mia Yim come out second. Bianca come out third. Then you'll have Alexa, finally Becky Lynch. For me, since it's not elimination style, it's basically like
Right.
we're gonna brawl till we fall. I'm going to go with Team Team Bailey.
Team Bailey.
Yes. And I know this is
All
ironic
right.
and crazy because Bianca Belair is pretty much the inspiration for our show. Her signature move is called the Kiss of Death. Signature move. Our
Right.
signature for the show is the KOD show. What are you doing?
My bad. I was trying to put the rules up there, but for some reason it showed up really small, and I don't know why.
Size
My bad.
matters, bro. What are you doing? You know, come on now.
My bad. Just gonna put the women back up there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hit them, Hirsch. Go ahead.
But I got Team Bailey winning this one. I think it's
Team
going to
Bailey.
be a very it's going to be a solid match. It's going to be a great match. The reason why I have Team Bailey winning is because Rhea Ripley is on a tear like no one else. And at some point, we're going to get Rhea versus Bianca, the match we really want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, Becky's going to go to SmackDown and do what she does best, and she's going to save the SmackDown Women's Division. That'll probably be after. That'll be soon. Yeah, just throw that out there. Well, who you got winning, bro?
All right. So I got Team Bailey winning in this.
Really?
Yep.
For what reason?
I think Bianca needs challengers. They need to make somebody in this match.
Mm,
She needs matches on Raw. She needs an opponent for the Royal Rumble.
mm. I
So,
completely agree because her versus Rhea is a
well, right. That's actually what I think the move will be for the Royal Rumble. Will be Bianca versus Rhea, and I
mm,
think here you let Rhea look really good. I know she hasn't had a lot of matches lately due to whatever they got, whatever she got going on. Um, so yeah, I think Rhea will look really good in this match, and they'll end up winning just so she can hold a victory over Bianca, not necessarily beat Bianca, but like hold a victory over her. You can kind of build to it. She was supposed to have that match with her. I believe it was Money in the Bank.
Yes.
That didn't happen. So you still got that to, in people's minds. Um, so yeah, I think that's the route that they'll go. Is that team will win, and I also think Alexa might turn.
Somebody's turning.
Yeah, I feel like if it's anybody, it's probably her.
Somebody is. It's going to be something different, and I'm
Yeah,
actually looking forward to seeing Nikki Cross as well. I I hope she gets done justice. I hope
right. Yeah,
she hope she gets done justice.
I think this is the exact type of match where Nikki Cross can show what she can do. Rhea can look strong, and it's not really hurting anybody.
I feel like
It's
Nikki Cross
fine.
versus Mia Yim would probably be a really good match if it's
Yeah,
if everything is clean, all the moves is clean and it's not sloppy. I think that would
yeah.
be a
I,
really
like
good
I said, I
match.
really think just from this match, it'll set up Raw for probably a few weeks worth of TV until you want to start, shifting focus on what the matches for the Rumble will be and start building those programs. This should, give you a few weeks of TV um, with all the fallout from this and, what happens in the match. So, yeah, I think that'll be the route that they go there to just
Okay.
have Team Bailey win. Like I said, set up, matches down the road. Bianca has credible challengers. And yeah, that's the route I would go.
That's bananas how all of these women are from Raw and they have no talent from SmackDown.
Yeah, I thought. Well, that's the thing. I thought about that, but then I said on the men's side, that's mostly like all guys from.
We sorry, Miss Keisha. We just go ahead and put that up, bro.
Yeah, I love that.
Miss Keisha,
I'm glad you
listen.
understand. Even though you might not follow wrestling, I'm glad we're explaining it in a way that's easy to understand and comprehend. Because hey, that's what we strive for here. We don't
All
want
right,
to make
Miss
this
Keisha.
too complicated. And
I'm gonna put you up on game real quick. So the crazy thing about wrestling. Okay, so a perfect example. What's a sport that you love to watch? And then we'll go from there. Because let's say it's football. And for perfect example, Just Bryce loves, for some odd reason, he loves the Dallas Cowboys. I can't understand it or comprehend it. Me, I'm a Giants fan. So it's literally like football in a sense. Everybody has certain people that they go for. Like Bryce goes for Cowboys, I go for the Giants. And then when those actual matchups happen, you got people like Bryce going for the Cowboys, we going for the Giants, and it's like everything your team, everything your team does is like, you know, oh, she said track and field. Even better, because I can break that down for you. So, perfect example, track and field is like I think it's also like cross country or whatever the case may be. So picture your team and they or track, how your players lined up and you know for a fact your runners lined up and you know for a fact the kid from South High is a great runner. And then your kid, two great runners going back and forth, and it's like neck and neck. They're doing their thing, jumping those hurdles. I done mixed up the sports. They're jumping those hurdles and doing whatever or doing the relay, and they're just running, but it's like it's neck and neck. That's what a lot of these competitors do. They're great competition for the next person. In the overall sense, a lot of like half of these women, more than half of these women are known worldwide. Like they can't go anywhere without being recognized. And they're at the tip top of everything they do. And you don't have to watch wrestling every day to fall in love with a wrestler and be like, oh my God, like that match was amazing. Like, I'm gonna follow this person's career because I had so much fun watching this person perform. And if since you don't know a lot about wrestling, I can tell you right now, Bianca Belair is one of the absolute greatest female wrestlers ever.
Yeah, she's actually a former track and field star
That's
at the
ironic,
university.
right? She went to the
Yeah,
University of Tennessee. She is one of the absolute best female wrestlers. Bianca Belair is the sister. She's the only sister up there. That's why you can't miss her.
and for good reason. She
She black.
extremely athletic. Yeah,
Where's
she's
Siobhan when you
extremely
need her?
athletic, and she shows off like um her athletic ability. She demonstrates that very well because there's a lot of stuff she can do that like she used to do that she doesn't do a lot. That maybe in big moments she'll pull out. Because Hirsch, when the last time you saw Bianca hit that 450?
I need it. I need
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Actually,
Like
I need it off the
other
top
war
of the steel
games,
cage.
yes,
I need
because
it off. You're
that's
welcome,
something
Miss
she
Keisha.
can pull out that I'm pretty sure like 95% of the women's roster can't do. Right? I'm pretty sure probably 90 to 95% of the men's roster can't do that. So let me
So
not say the women's, just the roster in general can't pull off a 450, and like that's not even something she uses every match, right?
and
She
it's the
shows off
way she uses it too, bro.
right. The way she can demonstrate her athletic ability, she can show you some matches how she's the strongest, or like how she's tough. She can use speed. She has so many different ways and things she can show you in a match
Yeah.
to kind of make all of her matches look different, to give you a different feel, to give you a different reason to cheer for her. Um, so that's why I'm really excited to see what she's going to do tomorrow, too. Because just some of the stuff you can do inside of war games with two rings surrounded by one gigantic cage.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
excited to see this.
Oh yeah, sorry, Miss Keisha. It's gonna be usually wrestling's in one ring. Tomorrow's gonna be two. So that's the reason why everybody's really excited about it. And it's gonna be a steel cage around two rings. By by God. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, man. And then to get back to the pay per view, I tried to jump the gun a little earlier, but we're
What's
going to
up?
talk about it now. The final match
Oh yeah,
for tomorrow.
you could hold your composure, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes I jump the gun. Sorry.
I
It
had
happens.
one. I was gonna say it, but I felt Cheval right here.
Uh oh.
What?
Listen. The producer's going to log in from like somewhere in the middle of the ocean. Which ocean? We don't remember. I don't remember what you said or what sea you said, but hey, from wherever they are,
From the Red Sea,
that's right. From be, from beyond the Red Sea.
from beyond the ocean.
Oh man. Oh, but yeah. So we got this last match on the show here to preview the men's War Games match. So on one side we got Drew McIntyre with his good friend Sheamus, with his crew, the Brawling Brutes, Butch and Ridge Holland. And then joining them from Raw is Kevin Owens.
Yes,
We
sir.
haven't seen in a number of weeks. Good to see him back.
I'm happy
They're
he's
going up
back.
against the Bloodline.
Yes, sir. We are
We
the
got the Tribal
one.
Chief, the absolute standard of the
This-
business, along with his
Hello, Miss
cousin,
Lisa Osborne. How you
Usos.
doing?
Oh, yeah. Ms. Lisa Way, welcome in. Coming
Welcome
over
in.
from Tantalizing Tony.
Appreciate you.
Welcome in. But yeah, so like I said, we got
Yo,
the
all right.
Bloodline. Roman Reigns, the standard, the champion in WWE, with his cousins, the Usos, the tag champs, and their brother, Solo, and then the honorary Us. The X Factor, the wild card in this match, Sami Zayn. Talk to me,
Mm,
Hirsch. What's
okay,
gonna happen
first
in this one?
I want to acknowledge Miss Lisa Osborne. Hello, thank you for coming over from the KOD show. Hello to Ashley, our super fan. How you doing? Uh, Miss Keisha, Miss for everybody who's just tuning in, Miss Keisha does not watch wrestling. However, she decided to hop on and show some love and support. So we breaking it down for Miss Keisha and Miss Keisha. All you need to know is we acknowledge Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is the tribal chief. Roman Reigns is now currently one of the longest reigning champions in all of wrestling history. Roman Reigns has not one, not two. Oh no, it is two, but two of the most important titles in all of wrestling. In all of wrestling, Roman Reigns has the top two titles. There's one other one that comes kind of close, but it's not like the ones Roman Reigns has. Everybody wants to have the titles. All the little kids, little boys, little girls, everybody wants to have the titles that Roman Reigns has. He is the cream of the crop. He is that dude. And his cousins ain't no slouches either. His cousin Jimmy and Jay. Arguably, arguably the best tag team ever. They got a little issue with the eggnog. They like spike eggnog. So, but they are amazing. And then their younger brother, his name is Solo Sokola. He's a street champion. He run fades. He
That's
run
not an
fades.
actual official belt, but
No,
that's what he
it's not a
goes by.
belt. He ain't got a belt that say he's street champion, but he got the title that say he's street champion. You know what I mean? So like basically, he like that teacher from high school who would say, "Yo, we cool and all, but don't disrespect." Like he that teacher. And then we got Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is arguably the best character in all of wrestling right now. No one can argue that. Best character in all of wrestling right now. And then you go over to the other side. You got Sheamus. Sheamus is a Hall of Famer in his own right, future Hall of Famer. You got Drew McIntyre, future Hall of Famer in his own right. You got Kevin Owens. He has
Hold
the
up. But you can't just skirt past Drew McIntyre, friend of Big Hirsch. Go ahead.
Drew McIntyre, Hall of Famer of everybody knows this. That's that guy. You know, Drew. Speaking of that guy,
The
speaking
YouTube
of that
champ in the building.
guy, we got Tantalizer Tony in the building. Everybody, go ahead and put your tees up for Tony. Give him a tap. Put your tees up for Tony. Give him a tap. Tees up for Tony. Tantalizer time, boy. Well, we got Drew McIntyre, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that guy. Kevin Owens is trying to get back to where he is. Butch is going to start the match for War Games.
I think so too.
Butch versus anybody is going to start the match for War Games. And Butch is going to put on a classic show. Butch is going to remind you why his name is Pete Dunne. Because his mama named him Pete. I'm going to call him Pete. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. But I got the bloodline winning because nobody's pinning Roman. However, I do see that there's a possibility with it's a lot of room or margin for different things to occur. But I got the bloodline because you got to go with the number one Uso. Period.
All right. Well, I'm gonna disagree with you here. I'm gonna rock with Drew McIntyre. I don't even know what you would call that team. I don't even know who the captain is. It don't even matter. I'm just gonna rock with Drew McIntyre team.
Okay.
I think here's a way you can get Roman a loss to again get him some kind of challenger for the Royal Rumble. Like I really think a lot of this is just done to set up the next pay per view and get through TV for the next 8 weeks. Because I mean, you got to have something to go off of, right? But I think
Yes.
here Sammy will kind of come up short. I think Sammy's gonna eat the pin on this one,
Ooh.
and I think it's
I
gonna kind of start that downward turn of the bloodline to for at least for Sammy, at least for his sake. I think he's about to just after what happened on SmackDown with him and Kevin Owens. I'm pretty sure they're about to start that downward turn to where instead of Sammy being a heel, you can kind of. I mean, the people are behind him, but now he can kind of start switching over to being a good guy once he's
yeah,
apart from the bloodline. And I think this is going to start that off.
yeah, I feel you.
So yeah, I got Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, the Brutes, and Kevin Owens winning this. Um, I'm not even
Yeah.
sure who's going to pin Sammy. Like I don't
Yo,
think it'll be Kevin
bro,
Owens.
bro,
Hey,
bro.
say that. Say
Triple
that.
B's is in the building.
Triple B.
Triple B's is in the building.
My
Don
dogs.
DeMarco,
My dogs.
dog, the one, the only, Boat Boy Blake.
Boat boy in the building. Oh man.
Boat Boy Blake just showed up. He got two chocolate Pop Tarts and a bag of popcorn.
Bro, you like obsessed with that man eating popcorn. I don't know why.
I don't even like popcorn.
Hey, yo, Brandon, if you got any predictions for Survivor Series for tomorrow, drop them in the comments so we can, discuss this on the show. Me and Hirsch made picks. I'll run back down the picks real quick.
Hold on. Before you say it, I predict he will not be watching because he will be on a jet ski somewhere. It's not a boat, it's a ship.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's not a boat. It's a ship.
Hold on. We just got some amazing news. Our wonderful, dysfunctionite, Ashley, as of 1/13/22, her mom is cancer free. So go ahead and throw
Hey,
some claps up for that.
yes, absolutely. That's great
That is
news.
beautiful. That's a beautiful thing, Ashley. Congratulations to your mother and to your family because, you know, dealing with cancer could be something very traumatic that affects everybody. So the fact that she
Yep.
is cancer free, over here at the KOD show, we are completely happy for her. Send her our blessings. So once again, give it a round of applause for her. Congratulations.
So yes, sir. To just run down the show one more time. So SmackDown Women's Title. We both have Ronda Rousey in the AJ Finn match. We disagree. I take Finn. You took AJ.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. title match. I said Seth. You said no contest. You just
Yeah.
didn't pick a winner. Women's War Game. We both said Bailey will win. And the Men's War Game. We said you said Roman will win. I said Drew McIntyre will win.
Yes, sir.
So that's what we got there. Let's see. I think somebody else has joined the show.
Pro Wrestling Podcast
Pro Wrestling Podcast
Award.
is here. Hey, welcome in. Let's see. Oh, Brendan says something that's true. So you have been on a boat. You have missed wrestling all week.
He was
Hershey,
on a
anything that
boat.
he missed? Oh, okay. Well, I guess the biggest thing you missed, and I don't know what time you got on the show with us, but Becky will be the fifth woman in the Women's War Games match.
Yes, sir.
Hey, beyond that, I don't think you really miss much.
Ronda Rousey is still holding the SmackDown Women's title hostage.
Oh, I think they gave her a microphone today too on SmackDown.
Ooh, they were.
Thankfully, my TV was turned down, so I didn't hear a word she said.
WWE chose violence this week.
The U.S. title match. So for the U.S. title, we have Seth Rollins versus Theory versus Lashley in a
Big
triple threat.
Franklin Lashley.
Hey, his mama named him Franklin. Isaiah gonna
I'm
call
gonna
him.
call him Franklin. Hey, hold on, yo, hey, Triple B's, Boat Boy Blake, Keisha been here riding it out, thugging it out the whole show.
That's
Keisha
facts,
low
man.
key. Hold on, if we could give points away, Miss Keisha got like 20 points because she don't even know nothing about wrestling. She pulled up, you know what I'm saying? She pulled up and she had the cookout chilling, and we appreciate her.
That's facts. We do. We definitely do. Oh man. So yes, that's what we have for War Games. Brandon, like I said, you can drop your predictions. If you got any more questions, we're more than happy to answer those questions.
Yes, sir.
But now it's just time to take a step into the time machine here. Let's go back into the Wayback Machine here. So while you're watching Survivor Series on Peacock,
Bro, you look like Mr. Peabody. You
all
look
right,
like Mr. Peabody.
you can also check out some previous Survivor Series events. Hirsch, what did you have on your list? Some of your fond memories and maybe matches from Survivor Series of the past.
Okay, first things first. My favorite Survivor Series matches were both of the ones Nia Jax was in. I think she was in like three. Yeah, I loved all of those when she came out. Tony said he got a belt to prove he's a YouTube champion. I got a belt to prove I'm Nia Jax's biggest fan. Just throwing that out there, keeping the band. So I'm gonna go not too far back. I'm gonna go pre-pandemic,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go with the SmackDown versus Raw versus NXT men's match as one of my favorite ones. And I say that respectfully because of the matchup we got between pre-tribal chief Roman Reigns
Mm-hmm.
and Keith Lee. So that right there probably was one of the it was one of those matches that you don't get all of the time. It was like a dream. It's like a dream match. It was a teaser. You got a lot of different matchups. You even got Sheamus versus Walter. And I think Sheamus eliminated Walter. Was it Sheamus or was it not Sheamus? I'm sorry, Drew McIntyre. I think he eliminated Walter. But anyway, you got that. You got a few really good matchups. Oh, that did Riddle eliminate Randy Orton?
I don't know what the order was, but so yeah, Sheamus was not in the one from 2019.
Yeah, it was Drew McIntyre.
Right, yeah, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I was tripping. It was one of them. They don't look alike, but it was one of them. So which one is your favorite? Like give me one of your favorites, your top ones, bro.
Man, so for me, I'm gonna start at 2001. Team
Okay.
WWF versus the Alliance.
Okay.
Uh, at the time, I was a young child and I looked at it fondly, but like because of what happened, right? Like I was buying in. Mind you, the internet is not, what it was today. So I didn't really know everything going on like we do today, right?
Yeah.
In my mind, okay, this is great. I didn't really watch a lot of WCW. I didn't have cable. So like I wasn't really familiar with guys from WCW. But I know, guys from WWF, some of them had worked in WCW previously. So I
Yeah.
thought what they did at the time, it was cool. And looking back, I'm kind of glad I didn't have the internet and like everything because knowing like what I know now, like what we could have had, given that contract situation that some of those WCW guys had, that they were under Time Warner AOL deals and not WCW contracts.
Yeah,
Man, imagine what that match could have been. Like you really could have had Rock, Jericho, Undertaker, Angle, and Stone Cold to go up against the likes of Hogan and Goldberg and Sting. Trying to think what's the other guy. DDP at the time, he was hot. Booker T, he was up and coming. Like that would have been a crazy uh, Survivor Series match. So a typical Survivor Series match is a 5-on-5 elimination style match. But just that match is on my list because that's one match I remember very fondly. Like as a kid growing up, I just remember Vince being like really confident going into the match. And then if you remember that pay per view itself, like everybody that won essentially was guaranteed a job.
yeah,
So I thought that was pretty cool as well. The stakes on the line for every match on the pay per view. So I had that one on my list. I put the 2014 Survivor Series on my list, where that one came down to Dolph Ziggler and Seth, and we got the
yeah. I
debut of
remember that one. I like that one. That was a good one.
like I remember I had graduated college, moved out, got my own place. This was the first pay per view like I actually paid money for. Back then, I just signed up for the network. It's
Yeah.
only $10. But like, hey, back at that time, I was a step beyond a broke college student. So like $10 was a lot, man. And I remember like putting the money out for it and like, okay, like I want to see Sting. Like, if I don't see Sting today, like I'm gonna be so mad. Cause by now, the internet, everything's on the internet, right? And
Yeah.
that's what I saw. I was like, man, they said Sting gonna be okay. I want to see this. Like, I want to see how this is gonna go. And then I got to see Sting, and like I was just excited. That pay per view was amazing. Just that last match, and then when I went back this week and like watched it, I'm like, man, whatever happened with this like Dolph Ziggler and Seth situation, and like nothing ever came of that.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing major ever happened from that one. Did you have another match? 'Cause I still got a few more on my list.
Yeah. I got first. Let's go to the chat real quick because we got a few funny guys. My wrestling podcast said to bring back MySpace. That was a good one. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then he said his first pay per view, I guess that he watched or attended, was WrestleMania 21. That's a pretty good one. And then Lisa Osborne says, I remember when it was a dollar. A dollar was a lot of money.
Hey man, listen, let me tell you. Growing up for me, $1 that was 4 bags of chips, bro. You can get quarter waters. You know about that.
Let me tell you something. Let me
My
tell you
dollar was
something.
3 bags of Skittles.
Let me tell you something. A Sunnydale, a Sunnydale with a bag of Doritos, and you still had a quarter left, boy.
Yep.
Boy, stop. Let me.
We get you a pack of bubble gum.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. I wasn't chewing no Big Red. We was in the projects. For some reason, everybody wanted to chew Big Red. I'm not chewing no Big Red, bro. My parents were not drug dealers. I'm not chewing Big Red.
You don't want that cinnamon? The
Yeah,
cinnamon gum?
I'm good. I'm good. What is you doing? But Ashley, just to let you know, I have not seen your TikTok videos. I do
Yeah.
not watch TikTok.
That's
I'm
what it is.
sorry.
Actually, drop your TikTok in the comments. See if we can
Yeah,
get you
so
some
it's
followers on TikTok. Yeah, I don't really partake in TikTok either. It's not my
yeah.
thing. But
TikTok had got me when it first came out. I had like an account and I was Big Hirsch, of course, and I was started following people, and the next thing I know, started getting all of these just like random scary videos, like of horror and like all the stuff that I'm not into. So I was like, it's a no. So TikTok gotta go.
yeah,
But yeah,
Yeah, and
And then
Brandon,
Pro Wrestling Podcast, to answer your question, bro, Big Red is a gum. Big Red is
honestly,
a
it's
chewing
also
gum.
a drink. It's also a drink.
What? There ain't no Big Red drink.
Hey man, hey, I never heard of it, but maybe it is. You know, I
There's
don't
no
know.
Big Red drink.
Brandon, to answer your question, that finishing sequence. So like rewatching it now, bro, it took forever. Like Rollins and Ziggler was like literally knocked. Like both of them were knocked out. Where Triple H just essentially put Rollins on top of Ziggler, but they had to get the referee and yeah, then Sting, they played a video and he walked to the ring and beat up Triple H, and then he just rolled Rollins over and put Ziggler on top of Rollins and left. That was it.
Yeah. See, Brandon knew that. He knew that he didn't have to be on a boat to ask that question. He knew that.
Like the actual wrestling, like before that was good, but it's
Yeah, it
just
was
like,
solid
oh,
wrestling.
looking at that and how long it took. It just kind of looking back on it, it took me out of the moment. But like again, when I originally watched this, I just remember being so excited for Sting. I didn't pay attention to how long they were just laid out in the ring.
Can I
Um,
can I say something? Can I
hey,
say
go ahead.
something respectfully?
This is about to be so disrespectful. Go ahead.
Respectfully. Res- respectfully? Respectfully.
You gotta check your DMs, bro.
Respectfully. I I don't know if I'm that big of a Sting fan.
So you know what though? To me, it wasn't about being a fan because, like I said, I didn't have cable, so I didn't watch him in WCW. For
Exactly.
me, I just always heard about, oh, what if we can get like Sting versus the Undertaker? And for me, that's what I was like excited about. Was like, okay, hey, if Sting shows up, that has to be the match that we get. Because I said, hey, Taker ain't getting no younger. Sting is kind of coming in. You know, I know he's up there in age. He only got so many matches left, and boy, was I wrong. Um,
They fed him to the game.
yeah, in a
That was
weird
a match
ex
nobody wanted to see.
NWO. I don't know what that was supposed to be.
Nobody wanted to see that match. Nobody.
I mean, I
Absolutely
didn't mind the
nobody.
match. I just hated that they got DX in the NWO when like Sting was not really an NWO guy. And again, this is me going back and rewatching things.
Yes, it
Sting
was
was there to
horrible.
take
It was
down the
horrible.
NWO.
Yeah, that wasn't that the whole purpose of Sting in
Right,
WCW.
and that's why I'm saying for what we ended up getting, I'm like, oh, this is such a letdown. Like, so yeah, I that was my thing about that particular moment was like I was excited that he was there because again, for the longest time, once WCW was bought out, Sting let his contract run out, and it's like he just never wanted to go to WWE, and like
Yeah.
he was doing his thing in Impact, so like that's fine. I could have watched him all those years, and like I didn't really watch it. I could never get into Impact, man. Like the six-sided ring thing kind of took me out. Um, but I feel like that made them different. But then like once they got rid of it, I kind of watched a little bit more of it. I don't know, just something about a six-sided ring. Like it just, I don't know, it just didn't make sense in my mind. So I saw some of the stuff that he did in TNA, but or Impact, but for the most part, like I hadn't really seen a lot of Sting. So that was why that was important to me.
Bro, go ahead, put it up there. Move. You gotta you can't read. You gotta move it. You gotta move the comment. Put it at the top or something.
C- CM Punk is the greatest wrestler of all time,
But,
respectfully.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is what happens when you network with other podcasts. They want to come up. We like to troll each other. Cause like I know for a fact when I go watch pro wrestling podcasts, I think they're on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7:45. No. I'm lying. It's a little earlier. But anyway, we like to troll each other. Right now, he's trolling us because he knows, like I know, CM Punk is doing exactly what we're doing right now. Sitting in front of the computer, wondering how can I get some millions. Because you cannot go from being so-called the best in the world, being the number two wrestler in the world, because we don't acknowledge Jay White in the IWGP Championship or anything, or the Lethal Weapon of TNA. So, right, okay, Triple B's, this is what's happening. World Wrestling Podcast said that CM Punk
this is the moment where you're trying to get the show back on track. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. Just let it happen.
You just let her go. It's going down. Yo, hold on. What Mr. Clark say when he was running through the hallways? Lock the doors. But listen, the Pro Wrestling Podcast says CM Punk is the best wrestler in the world. That is a complete lie. CM Punk used to be the best wrestler in the world until he decided that he wanted to be treated with respect. And I commend him for that. Oh my God. Yo, hold on. See, look, Miss Keisha, they trolling. Us. Bryce, let's get back, because I cannot wait.
Man.
Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, the Pro Wrestling Podcast. He'll drop the time in the chat.
Yo, I'm about to start doing. Yo, when we get off here, I'm gonna go find like other podcasts and tap in and go ask, do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior?
Yo, that is one of the coldest comments you can put on somebody else's podcast while they talking and be dead serious.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm crying right now. That's crazy.
Other my heroes, and man, I deeply appreciate the Beast Shad Gaspar, Brooklyn's own 100. Rest in power, my brother. Rest in power.
And Miss Lisa said Chris Jericho.
Wow. Miss Lisa, what you talking about?
I mean, if she would have said this like 3 or 4 years ago, I'd be like, sure. I can get on with that.
Chris Jericho is arguably one of the most, what's the proper word I'm looking for? He's stingy. He don't need that title. He don't need that Ring of Honor title.
Bro, they're trying to get TV, man. I've told you this.
I know. I just can't comprehend it.
Bro, they need a face to try to get a TV deal. That's it.
Lord. Miss Lisa, right now, everybody's better than CM Punk. Anybody who's on the AEW roster is better than CM Punk. Right now,
why is Punk catching strays, bro? What did he do? God. He didn't even do nothing.
Punk was eating sugar-free beer and drinking diabetic cookies on his left. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. He was up there wilding his last press conference. How do you eat sugar-free beer?
He said the truth.
Man. Back to the Survivor Series matches that caught my eye, that I fell in love with. I'm gonna go ahead and say, which one was it? Oh, I told you about it. It was both Brock Lesnar matches at Survivor Series. It was one versus AJ Styles, and it was the dream match of all dream matches, us versus Brock Lesnar versus Bryan Danielson from AEW. And I loved Both of them. Both of those matches, you saw a different side of Brock Lesnar. And big ups to Brock Lesnar because he looks a billion times more fit today than he did in those matches. He really got his body right. But yeah, those both of those matches was dope. Brian Danielson sold him as a face, then as he turned to a heel, and then AJ did us a favor because nobody wanted to see Brock versus Jinder Mahal. Just throw that out
I mean, it just would have been a much faster squash match, and I don't think they should have, you know, squashed their WWE champion like that. So it's probably a good idea to put the belt on AJ a few days before, so we can get a better match.
there.
But
Yeah.
yes, man, that match you had with Daniel Bryan, bro, I was genuinely concerned for that man's health and safety. Brock Lesnar suplexed that man left, right, center. Put that man, he gave that man standing suplexes, a bunch of German suplexes, put him on his neck. And I mean, I genuinely was like, I was worried, like watching him take those suplexes. I said, oh no, he's probably gonna be concussed and like never wrestle again. Just for like with all the issues he had, and hey man, he was just selling. He's just really great at what he does.
Yes.
I was believing.
Yes.
And man, I promise you, that was probably one of the better Brock Lesnar matches in recent memory.
Yeah, because even all the matches with Roman, none
Yeah.
of them none of them hit like that one till this day. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And just so you know, Pro Wrestling Podcast, um, CM Punk is your hometown hero. He is not our hometown hero over here
Hey,
at
you can
Q.
speak. I mean, it's not my hometown, but hey, dude, my hero. You know, I love CM Punk, man.
I guess that's the reason why we have that disclaimer at the front. The views and opinions of Big Hirsch do not coincide with that of the KOD show, but
Yeah,
whatever.
usually it's two out of the three of us here that makes sense, and you know, we have coherent statements.
Why CM Punk catching strays?
Bro, he shouldn't catch no strays.
Listen,
Hey
CM
man,
Punk.
listen. On Wednesday, I'm gonna explain even more. Cause hey man, that display they put on Wednesday, absolutely pathetic.
What display?
What the Elite did in their match on Wednesday.
Bro, I didn't even, I don't pay them in no mind.
Oh, I specifically did for where they were. They did a show in Chicago. Dynamite was live in Chicago Wednesday, and trust me, I'm gonna talk about it more on the show Wednesday.
Sarah. So this Wednesday at 9:19, please tune into the KOD show. I know you could be anywhere else in the world. You could be traveling. You could be out buying lottery tickets. You could be out drinking some Hardy juice. But if you stop by, we deeply appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. If you're here today, please come join us on Wednesday. Keep the momentum, share, let your friends know, come hang out with us.
I didn't even share this on Facebook tonight. Did you?
No, I don't think we made anything to share. It's okay. Hey man, we just pulling up, you know.
We just pulled up at no cap. Me and Just Bryce pulled up on Friday night at Cookout.
Hold
And
on, that was
don't,
Wednesday.
don't say the exit.
No. I'm saying that was Wednesday. Today, Friday.
Oh yeah, Wednesday. We pulled up on Wednesday at Cookout. Get my days mixed up. My bad. Pulled up on Wednesday at Cookout, and next thing you know, all we see is glizzies and pickup trucks. Like everybody was out there strapped and pickup trucks, and we sitting there like, yo, like all this for a Cookout train. Like, what is going on in the world? Like,
Yeah, it's crazy out here, and it was cold, bro.
hold on, Bryce. Um, Brandon Blake must be confused because
He said the big dog.
the big dog. Okay. bro weigh like bro weigh like 170 pounds. I'm the big dog. Your man got a kitty. He got a kitty life vest on. Chill out, Dylan Cruz. Chill out. Chill out, bro.
Oh
Chill
man,
out. Ashley wants to know if we have met the New Day because she is a huge fan.
slightly.
Slightly. I met them at a. It was a SmackDown. The
Go ahead.
big
Go ahead. Tell
dog.
your story. I'm gonna
Okay.
read. I'm gonna
Okay.
put it up here.
Okay. We're gonna finish. We're gonna finish talking to Ashley first, and then we're gonna go back to disrespecting Dela Cruz. Okay. So met them at a SmackDown. I asked Xavier Woods and Kofi if they wanted to join my charity fantasy football. And what's his name? Woods said no. He said he doesn't watch football like that. He said he just does it to torment Kofi. And then I met them again, or I saw them again at a live show in Charlotte. If you go to Charlotte, never stay at the Arrowwood Hyatt. It is the
Jeez.
most.
That's
It is.
a small fact here on this channel. If it's something we don't like, you can learn a lot about stuff we don't like
Oh
Spectrum.
no, the Hyatt is amazing. That's the greatest hotel in the world.
See,
However, the Hyatt Arrowwood is the most dangerous, safest Hyatt I've ever been into in my life. Like I have never been so scared and safe at all at once. Like they beat the bricks off this man, stopped, looked at me, and was like, "Hey, you good, bro? Stop beating this man so I could walk by." I was like, "Yo, thank the stars." But that's to answer your question, Ashley. Now we're gonna go back to making fun of Triple B's, Boat Boy Blake. The big dog is mentality, not body size. Not body size. So, just Bryce, while we're just sitting here cutting the rug and making fun of Dela Cruz, if you was to say he was a dog and mentality and not body size, what kind of dog would you say he is?
hey, bro, he a golden retriever like Lassie.
Yo.
It was Lassie a golden retriever, bro. I don't even know. You know what I was thinking about right now? You know what I was thinking about? I got it confused. I was thinking about Air Bud, but you know what? Lassie was more famous.
Yo, nothing I can say is gonna beat that. Yo, your man's is a golden retriever.
And listen, I didn't miss this when he said it. I just won't go correct it. Oh,
You had a golden
see,
retriever.
hey, my bad. He was a collie. My bad. See, I had Airbud in my mind, and then I couldn't remember the name. I just said Lassie. That's the most famous dog I remember.
Oh gosh.
But you know what? For Blake, that makes sense. A golden retriever named Lassie.
Yo, nothing I can say is topping that one. I'm just gonna throw that one out there. That's all I'm gonna say. I think he left.
Thanksgiving plan right here.
Oh my gosh, that was a
Oh
good
man.
one.
Anyway, man, I know we didn't got way off topic. We was talking about previous Survivor Series, and man, for me, I love that 2016 women's Survivor Series. So I think that was the first one. That was like I believe that was like a 5-on-5 women's. And if it wasn't the first, then it was probably like the second. But I know it wasn't many up until that point. That match did it for me. I went back and rewatched that, and I said, man, everybody in that match looked good. Like I don't think anybody came out looking any worse than what they were. Like I don't think anybody got damaged. He said enough is enough. Uh-oh.
Bro, what does that even mean? Like,
I apologize. I know I probably shouldn't say this. He did. No. I had that, and then the last one I had on my list was that 2017 Men Survivor Series with Kurt Angle against Shane, like Raw versus SmackDown, where they had Triple H.
bro, that was the worst one.
Nah, bro, I love that because I got to see stuff that we're not going, matchups we're not going to see anymore. Triple H got to stand across from Nakamura. Triple H got to stand across from Bobby Roode. He got the team with Samoa Joe and AJ, and Finn Balor. Like, bro, that stuff we're never gonna see again. It was just really cool to see. Um, to go back and rewatch that and like have an appreciation since Triple H can't wrestle anymore. So I don't know. I just said that was a uh, nice moment. Um,
Actually, I say that's the worst one because they didn't. No, I was thinking of the one with where it was Shane did the coast to coast and he got speared by Roman and Roman knocked him out.
yeah, that wasn't that match. Yeah, Roman wasn't even in that match. That was the pay per view. I think you mentioned this to me. That was on that pay per view. We got the Shield versus the New Day.
No, that was a different one.
You sure that won 2017?
Well, Shield versus New Day probably happened 2017.
That's what I'm saying on that Survivor Series pay per view. That's what I'm saying. Roman wasn't in that match.
Oh, I think it was 2016, the one where Roman hit
For that spear, yeah,
yeah, it was 2016. But yeah, 2017 was definitely Shield versus the New
New
Day.
Day.
And till this day, that's a classic match. Because you didn't know you weren't ever gonna have that match again.
Yep.
Sorry if I keep touching my ears, everybody. I've been dealing with my ear. I've had an issue with my ears.
Oh my gosh, bro. Yes, that 2016 men's. Like now that you mentioned that, yes, man. I remember they had that segment on Raw. This is when Jericho had the list. Back when like James Ellsworth was on SmackDown, and he was like, "You know what happens to guys with no chin?" Oh man, that was a great segment there. That Raw team versus that SmackDown team in that promo segment, and Jericho with the list. That was good times. Like I actually remember that, and I think that was promo wise was really good to that build up, and then yes, that spot Roman hitting Shane with that spear from the coast to coast. Absolutely. Did you have any other moments?
Nah, I think I'm about ready to wrap it up, bro. I'm getting hungry.
Dang, so bro, we got to mention the most important moment ever in the history of Survivor Series:
Oh gosh, what's
the
that,
Montreal Screwjob.
bro? Can I respectfully, respectfully?
Okay, go ahead.
Don't nobody care about no more that no more, bro. Nobody care about Brett like that no more, bro. Brett was. I'm not gonna lie, Brett was good, but like it's not that I wasn't a Brett fan, but it was like I couldn't watch all his matches. I could like, and it's crazy because he had classic matches,
Yeah,
but it's like
absolutely.
I
It's,
I hate to even say it, bro, but he kind of got that FTR effect, bro.
dang, bro, that's crazy. But I wasn't gonna say the actual match. I was just gonna say the moment that it created, like the finish to that match. It
Yeah,
actually reshaped wrestling as we know it. You know, just going back to at that time, nobody really knew. Vince was the owner of the company, or like what his influence was, and then how the match finished. Nobody really had an idea of what happened. and then all the stories like years later. I mean, man, and then just everything as well, like with Brett being signed to WCW, like that was his last match in WWE at the time, and just what that represented, man. It was just back in that time frame, it was just so different. Like it opened up so much in the world of professional wrestling and really helped WWF in the ratings against WCW. And I just thought it just really shaped um, Mr. McMahon like as a character. Like that's what really brought him to life. To come out to then say Brett screw Brett, to then like the feud with Austin. I mean, just everything that happened from that one moment, man, just amazing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, man, did you have anything you want to leave the people with before we go?
Um. Okay. Well, today's date is Friday, November 25th. Today is the birthday of the late young Conor Mahalik, and
Mm,
just want to say happy birthday and send out the best of well wishes to his family. Um, Hopefully they're in good spirits. Um, for all of you that don't know, we're all a part of Mania Club, and in Mania Club, every year they try to raise as much money as possible to donate to Connor's Cure, uh, Pediatric Cancer Foundation, and they just try. And this past April, they crossed the 100K mark, and I was a part of that. I was honored to be a part of that. So just wanted to throw that out there, and just say, happy birthday to him and his family, and we will continue to strive and do our best to raise funds for pediatric cancer.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure we'll do some fundraisers or something to drive a donation. We're still working out all the details of that, but we will have something at a later date and time.
Yes.
Miss Keisha, hey, thank you for pulling up tonight.
Thank you for
I want
pulling up
to,
to the
you know,
cookout, Miss Keisha. You got to see. You got to see. What you call your man's
who?
triple B's?
Triple B's,
What
Blake
you
De La
call?
Cruz.
You call him a lab? You call him a lab?
And now he's a golden retriever.
He's a golden retriever. You call that man a golden retriever? So loyal. yo, yo, my guy strike one on Wednesday. I promise you, you had to get two strikes for that one, yo.
That's crazy. Hey, that's okay, bro. It's well deserved.
But yeah, that's also just hopefully everybody's taking a good mental break and just spending time with their family. I know I have. Bryce, are you spending time with your family, taking a good mental break?
Hey, bro, I had to work today.
But are you spending time with your family? That's the most
I
important.
live with him. Hey, bro, I spent at least close to 8 hours a night with him,
I'm weak. My man said I live with
and I spent 8 hours consecutively with them.
him.
So it just we happen to all be asleep, but hey, it's time. They'll be all right.
All right. Well, just Bryce, if you have no more parting words, um, happy birthday to you in June, Ashley.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely. Sorry, I missed that.
and for the record, I was saying that Lassie was a colleague, not Brandon. And on that note, just Bryce, play our music.
Not too
Last
easy.